You are about to opt in to Monerotopia, a show for the Monero community where all are welcome to join. From noob to maxi, no matter what bags you hold. Just sit back and relax to the sweet sounds of Monero's latest progress. Or if you're feeling inspired, join us on stage. Remember, the only thing that can stop Monero is a false belief that it can be stopped. And if you want to win the revolution faster, we recommend you remove your XMR from all custodial exchanges immediately. Warning, voting accidents are common around here. Don't forget to properly secure your private keys. Monerotopia starts now. All righty.
Good morning.
Good morning. How do you do?
Good. Another last minute endeavor.
Cheerios.
Cheers.
Good morning, everyone. How's it going?
Sunita was just cooking up a few pounds of bacon and eggs. We had to kick everybody out of our home. You guys don't know what we're doing here.
No. Well, it was yours truly's birthday yesterday.
Yes.
So we had a few family members over.
I just didn't know they'd be sleeping over.
Yeah.
I wasn't aware of that.
It's okay. We made it happen.
Yeah.
We all fit comfortably. Yeah. And then we woke up, made a yummy breakfast. Woke up at like 10. So like that was all done in an hour. It was like 2 little kids, 4 adults. And we were just scrambling. Yeah. We went to sleep pretty late. What was your birthday? Hope you had a really good birthday.
Yeah, it was awesome.
It was a nice birthday.
Steaks. You cooked up some steaks last night.
It was pretty delicious.
Bought me one of those Bluetooth thermometers. It's called a meter.
So that's what he wanted for his birthday.
So I did the reverse sear. Tried that out. Came out very well.
Yeah, it was very delicious. Very delicious.
Your brother-in-law is an expert.
Oh, he's an expert.
Chef. He whipped up a nice sauce. It's good stuff, guys. Good living.
Awesome.
Doug's mic
is not as clear as Sunita's. So.
What's up?
How about now? Talk.
Hello.
How about now? I never know why yours is.
I mean, is it picking? It's picking up. So.
It's picking up. I don't.
Is that better, guys?
How about now?
MW, thank you for the happy birthday wish. MW, does that sound a little better?
How is Doug's mic? Way better. Okay,
awesome,
so your
awesome.
gain, I guess, just has to be a little higher.
Raise the gain.
All
right. So what do we got today?
So we have our special guest.
Let's check the price. Is Monero at $1,000 yet? It must be. Hold on, let me check it out.
Of course.
Let's see.
Drum roll.
Now, no. 271. In the red a little bit on the 24 hour.
What's the price?
271. Bitcoin's at 60. Almost 61. All right. We'll have our day eventually.
Much
One
better.
of these days, guys. One of these days. It's all going to come together. Just hang in there. It's like we're complaining. I mean, it's been up quite a bit over the last year or so, but compared to these other coins, it just hasn't been an astronomical rise yet. Keyword is
yet. Awesome. So yeah, they say you sound better, which is great.
Sunita twisted. All right, let's want to get Justin on?
Let's get Justin on. Drum roll. And he's added to the stream. Howdy.
Justin.
Good morning. Happy belated birthday.
Oh, thank you so much.
The video is unlisted, so maybe, I tried to find it just by going to your
it's
channel.
unlisted.
It appears, so if you have the direct link, it'll show up.
Oh my God. How's that possible? I made it live. Public. Okay, no.
Oh, really?
Well, no, whoever has the link, so people can.
Yeah, so people who are only the ultra fans are watching right now. They're watching your Twitter. They see the direct link. They click on it, and boom, they're in.
Okay.
So you're ultra fans.
All right, but we weren't picking up on the YouTube fan. Okay, on people that would have seen it going live on YouTube. Got it.
Yeah.
Why wasn't it?
I don't know. I thought I put it on public, but
Okay.
I guess it was unlisted.
So how's it go, man?
Well, I'm doing well. I guess we could just jump straight into the weird. I got a new climbing helmet, which I'm going to go caving with.
Oh, amazing.
So I'm excited.
Where do you do
Also,
that?
I just started working for Cake Wallet, so I had my first week. So
Kind of big news. Yeah.
yeah, there's a lot to do, but I enjoyed every second of it. So
Well, we kind of knew this for a while, right? We knew you were going to be starting over there. I guess you had to wait some time, right?
yeah, I had to wait some time.
Okay.
Fun.
And now you're well, you got to do some climbing, I
Yeah,
guess,
you
in
got
between,
to-
some hiking.
I did, yeah.
Okay. Awesome. So what's the plan with Cake, man? What's your role going to be over there?
So my title is Vice President of Operations. And so basically it means reaching out to do a bunch of things, like a bunch of companies we want to integrate with, a bunch of people we want to work with, add functionality. Vick has talked a lot in the past about the ThorChain integration, so championing that and quite a few other things under the hood. So there should be quite a few things you should be able to see by the end of the year already. But the projects extend beyond that.
What can you tell us? Tell us things.
Now, I don't want to be the one to leak anything. This is something that Vick, you have to put him on the spot because he will crack.
Yeah, he will. So yeah, we got ThorChain, right? Seems like that's coming up. That's awesome.
Yeah, that remains a big thing for us.
Okay.
There's a lot to work. They kind of walked back a lot of the feature set that they were working on. So it's kind of, I spent a lot of time putting together, okay, what does it actually look like? What is an actual implementation? What do we actually specifically have to do at this point? And we've pieced a lot of that together by talking to their team and the Haven team to see what they did. And, they also dropped that because they were focusing on putting out their own fires. So it's been a weird ride, but at this point, we're able to piece together what everything looks like.
Okay.
So.
That's exciting. Oh, I see Vic just
We have
jumped
Vic
on.
here. Yeah, let's bring him on stage. Howdy.
Vic.
Hey,
Hey guys,
How's it going?
good. Can you hear me well?
Yep.
Yeah.
Good
Okay.
morning.
How you doing?
You're
Great.
in New York?
In New York for a bit. Yeah,
Nice. I think you
Okay.
can see our apartment in your,
It's
in
like
your
right in the
background over
background,
there.
right over
yeah. I think it's right. No,
A few miles that way. Yeah.
yeah, it's pretty clear there in the middle. I haven't been on here in a while. On
Yeah.
this
You're always
show.
welcome, man. We're trying to do these consistently on Saturday mornings now.
Yeah, I think we've
Saturday,
established
Saturday
that.
at 11.
Yeah,
that's
that's what we're going to
become,
try to.
We think it's a good time for the global community.
You can reach out to all.
amount of people that
Yeah.
can tune in. Yeah.
Yeah, thanks. Except the Australians, it's like 1 a.m. for them, right?
Yeah. Well, screw those guys.
Yeah.
That was him, not me.
So Vic, what's going on, man? Justin was just
No,
telling.
it's, yes. Sorry, I'm late, but I guess you're already talking to our newest addition, Justin.
Yeah.
Really, really excited to have him on, and he's just already what's the word? Blazing a lot of trails already. He's off to the races, keeping me super busy already. Which I'm like, wait, slow down. So, really really happy to have him on. Known Justin for a long, long time. I've been reading his stuff long ago when he was just a sophomore in college. So learned a lot from him, and I'm happy to have him on Cake.
Yeah, you were telling that story the other day when you first, I guess, met Justin, right? You had no idea that he was essentially a teenager.
Right. Yeah, I figured. I was reading all these PowerPoints
so
and
true.
things he'd made to teach about Monero, and I figured he's either a professor or like a PhD cryptography, student. And I find out he's a 19-year-old kid as a sophomore. Pretty impressive, yeah.
Justin, I'm sure you've
So,
told this a million times, but how did you initially get all caught up in Monero?
I found it on a Stack Exchange post. I think it was by Andrew Polstra.
Oh, wow.
They were just talking about different privacy techniques. The pretense was probably still on Bitcoin. I think it was on the Bitcoin Stack Exchange. And it was talking about like ring signatures, and there was a mention of Monero, and then there's a mention of zero coin, and there was a mention of, I mean, zCash wasn't around, of course, at that point. But I was like, let me just, there's a project that's going with this. Let me just see what they're doing, and kind of stuck with it, I suppose.
6 years later. Yeah. Awesome. And you've stuck with Monero. You didn't go to zCash. That's a good sign.
Okay. I mean, I do have a vote with zCash. I still try to stay updated to see what they're doing.
I used to tweet a lot about zCash. That's kind of slowed down.
It's been up and down. There's different news cycles that go on.
Yeah, that's good. I think you bring a lot of insight to both protocols.
Yeah.
I think everybody enjoys the comparisons.
Vic, what could we say about what's up and coming in Cake? Is there anything we could put on the record here?
I don't like to make announcements, right? I mean, it's we never show a public roadmap, and we don't like to say here's the next big thing. Purely for the reason, if we fail, we're going to look like idiots. we always announce what we're launching, and then it looked like, hey, this is what we always wanted to do.
Yeah.
I mean, the ultimate goal always for Cake Wallet has been fiat on-ramped directly to Monero. And I think with Justin coming on, we're actually starting to make some headway on that. That would always be next. I mean, that's something we can reveal. That would always be the next big thing for Monero, for Cake Wallet. But non-Monero related, I mean, looking at adding Lightning for Bitcoin wallets. We're looking, of course, at Thorchain for Uniswap type of liquidity pool trading, unlike atomic swaps, and that's why I'm clarifying that. So I'd say those two things are the big things on the horizon, but meaning the fiat on ramp and the Thorchain integration. But other than that, we're always doing, like I said, we'll add Lightning, we'll keep adding features for Monero. We might look at gift cards. So those little things you'll continuously see. But if you want to know the big stuff, that's what you have.
Yeah, no, that's exciting. So fiat on ramps, that would be integrating with somebody who essentially already has a fiat on ramp, or you guys would be looking to build.
That's what we do. So that's what we do now, right? We partner up with Wire and MoonPay, which handle everything. We're basically just working as a referral thing. So we're already doing that for Bitcoin and Litecoin, but for Monero, we want to be that guy. We want to be that company that takes the payments and sells the Bitcoin, sells the Monero, sorry. And we'll probably start out with a beta in a few states, and we already have some registrations in some states, including California. So I think the way we'd go is start off as a beta in 1 or 2 states and learn from that, and then expand to get licenses in all the other states as well.
And then in 30 years from now, we'll add New York, maybe.
Yeah, or never.
Gotta get New York on there, man.
I mean, I think if we get 10, 15 states under our belt, then we'll definitely, then we'll have a good history, and I think we'll have a good chance of getting the BIT license. But Justin can probably talk more about that as well, since he's going through the process right now.
Yeah,
it's a headache.
Like, what is going on there? Is that just corruption, and it's just like you just need?
It's not just corruption. I think it's fear. It's fear. Like, for example, they added their ability to. They allow companies who have a BIT license to self-certify their own coins. So basically, they have to put together a bunch of paperwork that says, "Hey, if it's not on your pre-approved list, this is why we feel internally that this is safe for us to add." And they said, privacy coins are completely off the question for your own self, whatever. That has to be on our pre-approved list. So now you have to go through the whole bureaucracy of like getting them to put it on the stupid list. And zCash isn't even on that like shortlist, even though it is in some, so it's very like conservatism and fear.
So what is that process, and how could we possibly help? How can the community help? How can I help?
I mean, we can talk after the show, but it's like, it's a lot of effort. In order for there to be a coin, you need 3 independent companies with the bit license to say, we want to offer these exact same services in relation to this asset as a starting point. So good luck with that.
Oh, okay. That's kind of the first hurdle.
Yeah. Well, yeah. You need 3 companies who already have a bit license to say that they want to offer services in a certain coin for a certain type of product.
Interesting.
Wow.
So you just need to convince Gemini.
Right.
Well, Gemini has, they actually doing well. I wonder if they would even be brought to the table with that, but yeah, it's a whole thing.
But it's not just these companies then that are essentially controlling the market and controlling who gets the next bit license. It seems
anybody can apply for a bit license.
Yeah, sure. Anybody can apply.
Yeah, Doug, I mean, just to clarify, you brought up Gemini. I mean, we're going to have a different model. We're going to operate more like MoonPay and Wire, where it's going to be, straight to your non-custodial wallet that you control.
Beautiful.
Whereas in Gemini and Coinbase, you got to sign up and get verified and blah, blah, blah.
Yeah, so it'd be kind of like a change now. So it's like an instant exchange type thing.
Yeah, exactly like a MoonPay or Wire, that we have for Bitcoin, Litecoin right now.
Got it.
So you make the payment and it goes directly to your Cake Wallet address.
Now, MoonPay and those, are they credit card only? I haven't used them because I'm not.
I think they have ACH as well.
Okay. And so obviously the goal with what you guys are doing would be ACH as well too, right? It's not just credit card, but.
Right, exactly. And with MoonPay, in the next month or so, we're going to have a fiat off-ramp as well for Litecoin and Bitcoin. So we'll continue to use those guys for a while until we have our setup.
Amazing.
So hopefully with Monero, we'll have the same thing. We'll have a Monero off-ramp.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then I know we've talked about like the quick Monero cards or whatever you want to call it,
Mm-hmm.
where you're potentially buying Monero through a card that you then go and redeem. Is there any serious thought about that?
Yeah, definitely. But I mean,
what is the one called? The popular Bitcoin one? It's Azteco or something?
Yeah, I think Chill was talking about it on the last Twitter space. Yeah, I mean, that's definitely something we want to do, but how many hours are there in the day and how many,
How many projects?
people do we have, so yeah.
It's a lot.
Already we have a list of, I don't know, 40 tasks. I mean, it's
How much
insane.
like CCSs for that, for like components of what you're, things you're trying to. I know you end up essentially doing it all in house, but have you ever considered doing that? Like,
no. I guess it really comes down to if you need it, right? Number one, we don't need it. Number two, we do run at our own pace, so we don't want to be tied down to deliverables and having to answer to somebody. We're in a fortunate position where, we can fund it internally, either through additional capital from me and Sonali, or from our revenue. We're doing okay.
yeah, no, you guys are amazing.
Yeah, I mean, even for the Thor chain integration, we definitely need a lot of help from the Monero community and Monero developers, Monero dev team. But even that, we're thinking we'll go ahead and fund the development ourselves, and that'll be a gift or a donation to the Monero community. That integration, that is. So then once we do it, any wallet, anybody should be able to implement it.
Beautiful.
Yeah. And actually Justin is involved in that too, and kind of heading that, driving that initiative.
Yeah, that's an example of a project that will take a lot of work. So
Awesome. Yeah, I'm the fiat on ramp that really excites me, especially if we could potentially get it going here in New York. I feel like there's such an untapped, such high demand here for that. I talk to people all the time, and they're just like, "But how do I get it? How do I get it?" Obviously, I tell them to go to Cake Wallet, and and then you can
get Litecoin and convert it.
Yeah,
They're like,
process.
"Oh, okay." They're like, "It's not on Coinbase." That's like,
that's usually
so
what
many
they'll
people
say,
I talk to where they're just like, it stops right there. They're like, "Well, if it's not on Coinbase."
Yeah. Go ahead and join Kraken.
That's why it's not on Coinbase.
He's like the cheerleader, but that's a great thing. I'm like, they want it easy.
That's how you know it's up and coming, unlike all the other coins they're adding, which you have never heard of before.
Exactly. I mean, now the only negative part of having a fiat on-ramp in the US using credit card, I mean, there is an automatic KYC, right? You're using a credit card, you're giving your name, you're giving your address. So, I mean, I know the Monero community is very much against KYC, but to, I guess, operate within the boundaries of the law, there will be some KYC done automatically, whether you want it or not. Not from us, but from just the credit card processor. They are going to collect some information from you. I mean, there's no way to do that.
Yeah, it's there as an option, and at least with Monero, when you go through that process, you end up with your Monero on the other end, and then when you use it thereafter, it's working at cash, right? So,
right. That's what I say. I mean, how far do you want to be private? Do you even want to hide the fact that you've acquired Monero?
Right.
I don't know. I mean, I guess everybody has a different level of privacy they want. So, it's like just working or earning or doing business. You're getting dollars, but how you use it, you want that to be private, right? So, so maybe just the way you acquire Monero might be known, but how you use Monero, that's where the privacy comes in. But again, everybody's different. Everybody has a different level of privacy. My dog is scratching at the door. Somebody put in messages, what shirt is Justin wearing? So what are you wearing, Justin?
I'm wearing an In It for the Tech burning cryptocurrency shirt.
Ooh, sexy.
I think I'm gonna go stop by so I don't know if people are following the memes on Twitter right now, but Midwest Tungsten service is like a big thing at the moment. Everyone's getting their tungsten cubes, and they're out of Chicago. They're just dense tungsten cubes. They're just heavy cubes of tungsten.
Well, what do you mean everybody's getting their tungsten?
What do you do?
Well, I don't know, like the Nick Carters of the world, the Niraj.
Oh, yeah,
of the world.
What do you do with it?
There was a CoinDesk article written about it yesterday. There was a Bloomberg article written about it yesterday. And anyway, the main supplier of this is out of Chicago. So I think my afternoon activity will be to just drive there and take a picture in front of their warehouse as a stupid joke. I told my friends about this and they thought it was especially stupid, but
I'm sorry, what do you do with it? What do you do with the tungsten cube?
It literally is just something to hold.
Okay.
It's like a store.
Another NFT.
Like a real life
NFT.
How did this meme start? I don't really get it. Yeah,
crypto traders to blame for the sales spike? I was talking about Tons tashing it.
That is really strange.
That's hilarious.
It's a thing, I'm telling you.
Which weighs about 10 pounds, said Carter. Dense.
What? So how much is like a inch by inch? Anyway, we're getting
inch by inch aren't too expensive. I know the 4 inch by 4 inch for like 3,000.
Oh, okay.
He said he plans to restock. Why not?
Okay. I don't really get what was he trying to convey by buying tungsten?
What?
Everybody buy tungsten.
What? Who started this? What?
Probably Nick Carter.
Why?
Is he like saying like it's comparing it to gold? Like, all right, you might as well be buying tungsten.
Yeah, like why buy gold if you could buy tungsten?
Yeah, so Nick Carter.
Click on the 4 years link. Click on the 4 years link there.
Is the original tungsten man. That's hilarious.
Somebody in the comments said, "Where do you get XMR shirts?" So I got this one on Etsy.
I like that. Simple, straightforward, to the point.
Yeah, I think it's getting kind of worn out. Need to get a new one.
Yeah, we got who's the guy that made our shirts?
Club Monero.
Diego.
Yours is
The Club
super cute.
Monero.
No, it's not Diego.
Was it Diego? No, it wasn't. It's Club Monero.
Club Monero.
Club Monero. Okay.
Yeah, he's
The
got
cake wallet shirts are made by.
Wow.
Diego.
Sorry, Diego.
Sorry, Diego.
You're about to shill your.
We had a few people say that they wanted new cake merch, like a hoodie and stuff. So we'll have to revisit what options are available on that site. So
Yeah.
Oh, on Diego. Oh, on Oh, here he goes. He's back. What happened?
You know, sometimes you move around the browser and it like flips goes to the previous page.
That's funny.
We're good.
Two finger swipe on the touchpad.
So the Monerotopia guys, we're thinking of
Yeah.
maybe moving it to Miami.
Like, what do you mean moving it from where? From where
originally, I
now?
don't know if you're
I've been involved in the Monerotopia
we
shows.
were going to do it in Puerto Rico. We were talking about doing it in Puerto Rico.
Why
And
not both?
So he's got to level it up. He's leveling it up. Yeah.
You're gonna live stream your wedding ceremony on
Oh.
Monerotopia.
I was trying to do it during the wedding.
Yeah,
but
that
Cynthia
would have
wasn't
been
really.
yeah. We both agreed it wasn't a good idea. He always throws me under the bus, but we both agreed it'll be too much to
Sunita
handle.
just gave me that look. I was going to try to do it right after the
but
wedding.
it's like we have our families. It's like
Yeah.
too much, and
Yeah.
not worth it. Not worth it.
dealing with
So now
So
we're
what-
thinking of maybe
We'll live
Miami
stream it. We will.
alongside the Bitcoin conference.
Monerotopia conference.
Yeah, what do you think?
Yeah, let's do it. Like a mini conference next to it.
Yeah,
mini
like a
conference
fun,
next to it.
chill conference.
What do people
Quote,
think
unquote.
out there? Give us your comments. So mini
Give us a thumbs
Monero
up.
conference alongside
We got a thumbs up from the
the
paper vigilante.
Bitcoin conference. I mean, they're expected to have like 35,000 people down there for Bitcoin. So
How many went last year? To the one, is this more?
15, I think.
was it 15? It's a lot.
Yeah,
Yeah, it was a lot.
11 or 12. Yeah, I think between 10 and 15. So that cash. No, I think it's a good idea. You should do the Monerotopia conference there. That'd be great.
Cool.
So
I
that
was
cash is-
thinking. Go ahead. Sorry.
I was just saying that cash is trash dumpster that we did this year.
Yeah.
So for 2022, they contacted me. I'm doing it, and that's fun. It was successful. They're like, sure, but this time the price is 3x, 3 times what I paid.
Really?
Like, are you out of your mind?
For everybody or just for you? Because
For that display, I guess we made it too successful. And
honestly,
But
like,
no one's gonna top that.
It's
Like
that-
yes.
from what you told,
They
what-
should be giving us They should be giving
Ex-
Kate the difference in
Exactly.
marketing that.
exactly.
Dude, we did a great
It says 40,000, and now they've increased it to 120,000. I'm like, hell no.
Oh
Shit.
my god.
Yeah, so I'm not
Are
doing that.
What?
Yeah,
Wow.
screw that. So, but they're going to do the same thing. Yeah, it's just going to be sponsored by somebody else, essentially. Like they're going to do.
I don't know if somebody's bought it or not yet. That package.
Like, I'm
not. I'm not.
Well, I was thinking for Monerotopia, we just get our own. I'll literally just go get a dumpster and some fiat, and
I'm sure
Yeah.
I'll figure that out, guys.
like
Last minute, too.
$500. We'll have a. Well, we were thinking of one of the venues we found was on a rooftop. So I was thinking we could just have fiat big fans blowing fiat off the top of the roof during the event.
Can we
That'd
do
be
that?
cool.
The city might get a little
Yeah,
pissed
like-
on, fiat land. But it's amazing that was like literally the biggest draw at the conference. Like people just wanted fiat.
Well, they wanted
I
selfies.
mean, who doesn't want to like?
Yeah, who didn't want to take
It's
pictures,
just so
videos?
ironic,
Like,
you know, at the end of the day, people still love that cash in hand.
Yeah.
And ironically, in the Monero community, we don't think cash is trash. We're just like, it's private, you know.
yeah, that's true.
Yeah, exactly. Right?
It's
good.
private. It's
good
pretty
stuff.
good.
At least it's private. So yeah, that's what we were thinking. Miami thing, still obviously very early stages. But to anybody listening in, Let us know what you think. Hit us up if you want to help out
In
somehow.
the comments, actually. Share your thoughts in the comments.
Contact us.
I was trying to think how we can make
Or
this be
email
like
us
the event you had to go to. Like, I want it to be people go to the Whale Pass area and they're all talking about how they wish they were at Monerotopia right now. Like, that's what I want the vibe to be. And so we're gonna have to make it like a cool, exciting vibe for people.
Yeah.
Got to lure in like a Elon Musk or somebody like that.
Yeah, like I don't want to be just at the Normies Bitcoin conference. I want to be at like the really cool Monero part.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Justin, you just made a really good point right now that Bitcoiners have become the normies.
Seriously.
This is true. This is true.
So,
I don't want to shit on Bitcoiners too much because
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, Vic, you got to watch our image
Sales.
there.
Watch
We
it.
got to watch our image there.
our Bitcoin
They're on
sales
the
just went
Monero
through
show.
let us
roof
we'll
last 2 days.
for you. You can,
Yeah,
do the hold on, guys.
a lot of normie buying on Bitcoin on Cake Wallet last few days.
Yeah, you said that, right? A lot. It kind of skyrocketed.
Yeah, and the change now volume went up like 50%. Yeah.
Oh wow.
Awesome.
So also we started advertising on the Apple App Store.
Mm-hmm.
Like when you put in a search term and like a promoted app comes up. We started doing that a few days ago. That's been really good.
And that's been helpful.
Okay.
Yeah.
Nice.
Nice.
Look at you, Cake Wallet.
Justin's pushing me to do all this stuff, which I've been doing before. Yeah.
I didn't even push you on that one. That was just one of those, hey, I'm doing this. I'm like, okay, Vic, let me know how it goes.
No, that's
Yeah.
good.
We're doing it on Google Play as well.
Okay. That's
Yeah.
good. Good advertising.
Yeah, we'll see how those all go.
Very good idea. So back to the Miami thing for a second. What could be
As you can tell, he gets quiet.
Like, enough about you. Back to me. Yeah.
Whatever,
you
App
think
Store.
it's about bringing in guests, or there could be something else happening at this conference that makes it?
I mean, I guess it's whatever you can get, but I would love to see cool guests there. Like everyone who's talked up Monero, I want to see at the actual event, right?
Yeah.
Like
That coin bureau.
I think you'll see some Bitcoin maxis. I think you'll see some Bitcoin maxis show up for sure.
I mean, a lot of people will be in town. Like maybe we get like an Eric Voorhees to stop by. That'd be cool. I don't know if you'd probably go into the Bitcoin thing. We could try to pilfer some of their guests. I mean, they're going to be in town anyway.
As he's scouting.
just get SBF to show up.
What's that?
Who?
Just get SBF to show up.
SPF?
FTX guy.
Oh, yeah.
Which
What's up with that guy?
Which guy?
Like
the youngest billionaire.
Oh,
he came out of nowhere, huh? Like I only recently started hearing about that FTX thing. It's like,
the FTX guy. Yeah.
Yeah, Vic, you just need to have a few dinners with this guy, and then like, boom, get us looped in. It's on FTX. You can trade Monero on FTX International, but not FTX US. So,
God damn it! It'd be cool to have maybe Kraken, right?
Yeah.
That would be a good one.
to see who would come from that. They'll certainly be at the conference, right? So those are the type of people we need to like. Hello, go over here.
This is a cooler place.
Anybody in the audience that wants to jump on, now's your chance.
To chat about Doug's
Come on up.
Monerotopia dream.
Yeah, so this could be the replacement for MoneroCon. We could actually do it full-fledged with have hardcore Monero people present and give talks, and
Yeah, we could get pretty hardcore. I don't know if I don't want to
Yeah.
replace MoneroCon, right?
Because it's
I would
its
love-
own thing, yeah.
Because I know a lot of people
Yeah.
want to keep it in Europe, right? Because
But
the
this
whole
will be like
European contingent that I guess doesn't want to come over to the U.S.
but this would
is
be
there a MoneroCon next year, Justin?
Allegedly,
it's been mentioned.
there is an effort to make a MoneroCon in Europe.
Well, maybe if we get Monerotopia going, it will spur on competition, and we'll get.
I hope so.
That's what I'm hoping for.
But the Monerotopia is going to be like a fun, chill event where people are showing up, right?
Yeah,
It's
and
It's different than
Session.
sit down and listen to people talk in a cryptography circle for a bit, which is also fun
Oh, I
for
see.
me. It might be different for the average attendee at Bitcoin 2022.
Yeah, like for the noobs, right? The people that are just curious about the coin. It would
Yeah,
be like
not
a
so
good
for
place,
maybe not for the hardcore Monero crowd, more for like Monero noobs.
like a Q&A session.
Oh, we got some.
Like a fun session. That'd be
Dr.
good.
Trace, I guess he might have questions.
Dr. Trace.
Hello, welcome.
Hey guys.
Like a fun session. That'd be good.
Trace, I guess.
So we got
Hello.
Dr.
Can you hear me?
Trace.
Oh, welcome. I had to mute you. I don't know what happened. You have to fix your audio. Dr. Trace.
You got an echo going over
Yeah,
there.
you got
Dr.
an
Trace.
echo. You got to turn off probably the YouTube streaming and then jump on.
Yeah. Hey guys.
Okay,
There you go. Now you sound super
Hello.
clear.
Good morning. Good to see you guys.
Good
I'll be listening in for the most part, but one more figure.
What do you got? What's on your mind?
No, I was listening to Vick's developments for Cake Wallet. Very excited to see that. On and off ramps will be very cool. And of course, Justin is there now, right?
Yep, I've
I
been.
didn't know
going
about
through
Justin's
meeting after
background.
meeting.
That was good to hear that he was just a teenager when he got started in this space. That's amazing.
Yes.
Yep, I've been in meeting after meeting after meeting about getting this all set up on the credit card side. We're gonna get it on, hopefully sooner than people think. Without
Now
giving
we
a
announced it.
timeline,
Now we-
because then
Timeline.
We have to do it now.
Keep it in
We
suspense.
can't go back. See, this is why I hate announcing stuff. Now we're stuck. We have to do it.
We'll delete this.
you announced this one. When they asked me the same question, and I kept that close to my chest.
Had to give him something.
Yeah, I just talked about ThorChain. I'm like, oh, so we mentioned before that we were going to do this.
So let's just keep moving along with that.
So what'd you guys think of? I saw on Reddit people were talking about zCash and potentially adopting their technology into Monero. I thought that was an interesting conversation.
Like you saying Monero adopting Halo 2?
Yeah, there was a thread on that on Reddit.
We're a few years before we even could look into something like that. So I don't know. I guess in a few years, if that is the best cryptography implementation, then I don't see why not. But
We'd be
things move so fast.
A few years into looking into that for what reason? What are you saying?
I mean, you can't really copyright code, cryptography, but the code that they have written is in Rust, and it's copyrighted. It doesn't have a permissive license that we could use. So,
Yeah, why did they do that? I thought they're open source. No?
well, I mean, it's open source, but it's not licensed.
But we don't do that.
No, you can use our stuff.
So how do you categorize that then? So the difference between their licenses and what we do.
Yeah, I mean, we've had things in the past where I don't want to go down certain roads, but people, when I mentioned Monero licenses, some old people will remember what know what I'm talking about. But Monero has a permissive license. It's a GPL3, which is very similar to the MIT license, which basically just says you need to acknowledge that we did the work here, but then you can do whatever you want with it, is broadly what it says. And you can't make us liable for what you do with it. It's really those three things. And they have like you can't use it for a year unless you get a permission for commercial license stuff and whatever, or any license. It's a bit hairy. So we'll see what happens. That's why you have the open CCS right now for the Seraphis proposal to work that out.
Yeah, I think it's like almost funded already.
Let me check. I haven't. Have you pulled that up recently?
I think it's all funded.
Yeah, that's awesome. That's exciting. I want to do a Monero talk with him, get him on the show.
Yeah, it's great to see so much interest and so much development going towards Monero. It's really promising. That regardless of the price, I mean, somebody in the comments wrote, "Why is the price of Monero so low?" Who knows? But
Paper
I think
Monero.
we don't care. What's that?
You know, the whole they're selling paper Monero on the exchanges.
Hmm.
I don't know if there's any truth to that. What do you guys think? Do you think there's any truth to that?
I think it's very unlikely.
Yeah. I think in today's world, it's unlikely to do that. But
Why? Because
I think people just kind of forget that Monero is a very small pie in the broad array of money in the cryptocurrency space. And we're not in most of those VC circles. We're not in most of the circles that you would see. So it's people sort of like see the crypto space as only like, I don't know, the darknet market. And so like, I don't know how anything else exists when I think they're kind of pigeonholed in one area when the cryptocurrency space is like all this broad array of like billions of dollars behind NFTs and billions of dollars behind exchanges and lending and all these other things. So
I don't know. I mean, it feels like Monero's pretty well known, though, right?
I think it is, but as far as like money that's being tossed around, Monero is like kind of a small fish compared to a lot of these.
I do think a lot of it just has to do with the on-ramps, just people not being able to easily click and buy it. Yeah. Monero was added to Coinbase tomorrow. You definitely see, I think, a major uptick. I think it's literally just on-ramps. Dr. Trace, what do you think?
Yeah, I have opposing views. I think there's definitely some sort of, paper trading or whatever you want to call it that goes on in the offshore exchanges where they dictate the price, right? What is that, Binance? Yeah, this is a controversial theory. Obviously, there is no way to back up without going through their records, and it's just conjecture at this point. But I do believe, because I have watched this from very early on, how the narrative was being built in the social media circles didn't help. And basically at that point in time, I would say that they certainly wanted one coin to be ruling, right? At least not let crypto down as a whole. And say, for example, Monero, if it would have become more popular and more underground stuff and criminal activities going around it, then government has an excuse saying, hey, you got to shut this thing down. And unfortunately, coins like Bitcoin, they would have been under a lot of hot water there. So I think the community as a whole took that stance, like we got to police ourselves. So let's make a distinction that, hey, we are good guys, and this is another channel which facilitates, crime and all that. So from the get-go, I think across social media, across Bitcoin talk, everywhere, it's like government is going to ban it. So the perception stayed. Nobody was able to, at least from an institutional or VC perspective, go deep into it, because everybody was skeptical, right? So the narrative kept building, and that stance stayed over time. What could have helped was that, I think people wanted it that way as well. Nobody wanted it as a institutional investor type of scenario, and this was being reinforced, not by everybody in the core team, but everybody was being told, hey, don't go into it as a form of investment, whereas you should be going into Bitcoin as a form of investment. So I think it'll take time. And Arctic Mind has done a lot of good work around, showing that there's compliance. There's more compliance in Monero than actually all these shit coins floating around, right? But nobody cares. Look at Binance Coin. Like, who even uses that? That has a valuation of $450 or something that the Binance guy can, anytime, in fact, make it go even more up. So yeah, there is politics behind it, whether you like it or not, whether you accept it or not. There is politics behind why Monero specifically has been kept under downward pressure. And add to that, there was always competition within what Monero was offering, right? zCash was floating around, and the VCs and the big guys started putting more money into that one, even though it is not private by default, but they were self-policing. And Coinbase obviously has heavy bags, Gemini has heavy bags, and these guys are major Bitcoin players. So yeah, there is a big conflict of interest, and until somebody big, famous, they openly come out and give a lot of confidence in the market, it's going to be a hard challenge to overcome.
I do think that inevitably that is going to happen, though. You're going to.
I do think it. Yeah, I think it as well. And from our perspective, we shouldn't be just highlighting, that. I mean, obviously, everybody's free to think what a government will do or not do, but I think between the community, it should be reinforced. The compliance part should be reinforced. And there is nothing wrong in getting KYC Monero as well. It's not the same. Like, Bitcoiners fret over it, and for a good reason. Once it's tied to you, there is no escaping. Whereas a KYC Monero is just like getting, money from your bank to yourself. Nobody else knows it. They know it, and they should know it. Otherwise, there will be rampant corruption.
Right.
So,
Monero should literally be the on-ramp to cryptos, right? Like, if you have to KYC AML from the fiat world into crypto, you might as well obtain Monero and move off and then exchange it into other cryptos.
That's right.
Outside of an exchange is the ideal way to do it.
That's right. And you comply. Nobody wants to be in a spot, if you bought like $1,000 worth of Monero from an exchange, and IRS 2 years later comes with a law saying that you have to announce what you have. Monero has no problem in there, right? It's up to you. You file it with the government. You comply. Highlighting the dark nets all the time does not really help. And it's not being subservient of any kind. We are just complying, right? That will bring investors. That will bring in the general population. And who knows what they want to do with it? It's not up to us. That's how cash has been. That's how money has been. Right? Those who are like blindly doing this Bitcoin thing is the problem. Right? And what helped Bitcoin's growth is the price appreciation. Because what it was offering in the beginning and what the white paper says is completely different from what it is now. And people are slowly accepting it too. Like, okay, so what? This is an investment vehicle. I want to store wealth in it. And all those things are, falling into place given how it was driven in the market over the years. And you may not like it, but it was in their interest to also put Monero down. They saw it as a viable competition. So, yeah. I don't want to go over like specific names who did this, but you can see the popular big guns and how they have influenced the market, right? And it matters how they do it.
Well, I don't know. In terms of the dark markets thing and stuff, I don't think it's happening. I don't think we should be ignoring it, because I think it's highlighting that Monero works as intended.
Absolutely, I agree. I mean, there is, but highlighting it again and again as the case, it's free. Like, it's your interpretation of the money. Somebody else's interpretation is something different. So there is no stopping anybody. Like, if somebody wants to say, I use it for this, happy, but we should also be highlighting as the investment opportunities and the good side of it. And very few do it. I don't know why. I think people subconsciously feel like there is a lot of crypto pumping in markets in general. That's why I never, I don't talk too much about price or anything like that. Like, only if you are a good influencer, people respect you, then you can do it. Otherwise, it looks like, oh yeah, you guys are pumping your bags, because every community is doing that.
Yeah, I think people just don't want to look like they're shilling Monero, which is but
Right.
everybody else is out there shilling everything else. I mean, I think part of the problem is dark markets are called dark markets. I mean, they really should just be called open and free markets. And,
I agree.
It's why do they have a bad rap to begin with? Obviously, there's illegal things that happen on there, but it's an open, free marketplace.
Right.
And you can criticize individual vendors on there, but it's got a bad rap just because it's called dark markets, and that's not changing anytime soon. But
how many coins are pumping that are their own blockchain, right? I mean, most of these coins you're seeing pumping over the last 1 year have been DeFi based, that are living on Ethereum, where people can use Uniswap, or living on Binance Smart Chain, and like Shiba Inu, how do you pronounce that? So I think accessibility, I still think, is the biggest reason why Monero price is not going up. Doug, exactly like you said, people say, I have Coinbase, I can't find Monero. I have Gemini, I can't find Monero, and go join this other exchange that has Monero. Why would people do that, right? Mm-hmm. Most people haven't even heard of Kraken. I hope we can solve that problem for a lot of people. But I think that's the biggest reason that it's not pumping. Just accessibility.
I had some friends that bought Shiba Inu when it was listed on Coinbase, just because, just in case.
Yeah, exactly.
So that's the way most people think, I would say. They see it on Coinbase, they're like, well.
Yeah. Any coin that comes on Coinbase, they'll buy it. Right. So, and with their hundreds of million, whatever, I don't know how many users they have, 100 million, I don't know. If everyone just buys a small chunk, it's going to pump.
Yeah, I mean, it's quite amazing how far Monero has come without being on exchanges like Coinbase. I mean, it's I think a testament to how strong Monero actually is in terms of its actual organic growth. I mean, I remember when they added Litecoin to Coinbase, it like 5x'd in like 2 days. At that time, it was insane.
Ethereum was listed at $4. I remember that.
Yeah, insane.
So I'm looking at some of these questions in the comments.
Yeah, Vic, are you a doctor?
Is there?
Where is it here?
I don't want to insult Dr. Trace, but no, I'm not. I'm not the doctor on this call. No pun intended. No, I'm not the doctor on this call.
Is Dr. Trace a doctor? I think he's been over this.
I'm not.
That's hilarious.
So, but I'm Indian heritage, whatever. So I'm born with 2 years of medical school under my belt. Right?
Yes.
So. I saw another interesting comment. It says we should integrate a store and cake for users to have a marketplace to exchange goods with each other. Legal goods, obviously, closed merch. That's a pretty good idea. I think eventually we should do that.
Are you adding that to your list of potential
yeah.
things to do?
Yeah, item number 54 or whatever.
Typing it right now.
Yeah. What is Shiba Inu coin though? Like, what is it?
Who knows? I bought it. I bought it.
Of course you did. Of course.
For $5,000, I got.
I was like, might as well have it.
I'm saying for $5,000, I got 193
like, I get
million
billions
coins.
of coins.
Yeah, 193 million. Yeah.
Oh my goodness gracious!
Is it capped?
What is Shiba coin?
What is it? What is it though?
Come on, Vic, you bought it. You have to.
It's just a remake of Doge.
Yeah, there's a friend of mine who's all into this stuff. He lives in Florida as well, and hopefully he's listening. He's like, "Hey, I just bought some." I'm like, "Okay, fine. I guess I'll buy some too." That's it.
Wow, that's
amazing.
But on Binance.us.
So we need atomic swaps between Shiba Inu and Monero.
Exactly. Yeah.
Had that team.
Imagine telling that to someone in 2014. They'd just be like,
Cake.
what?
Now
This is where we ended up.
Shiba coin.
Yeah, we get a time traveler from the future. Like, did Monero do well? It's like, oh no, it's all Shiba now. It's all Shiba.
Who?
Vic did very well though. He bought
Yeah, 193
From
million.
Florida. They're rolling in the Shiba Inu.
Is Monero coming to Coinbase? That's another question. No, I don't think so.
I don't think so. Wow,
Nope.
Nero is better than Shiba Inu. I don't know. Is it, guys?
Oh, wow, narrow shoes. Justin, we got to remember to put that in. We promised.
You
We
signed
promised.
us up for that.
What is it?
Yeah, I know.
Where is that?
I kept getting all these tweets, you know, the cake account kept, when are you adding Wownero? Wownero? So I was like, okay, fine, you'll get it.
Oh my
Leave us alone. So
Oh wow, you're adding
No,
well.
No, you're adding Wownero.
Why not?
Why not?
Yeah,
That's-
better than adding Shiba Inu.
You say that now.
Yeah, exactly. The next Monerotopia. We're adding
That's gonna be
Shiba Inu.
famous last words.
I'll have a kiosk Shiba. Too funny.
That's a way to get people to the Monerotopia, is just have a bunch of Shiba Inu dogs, you know?
Yeah.
There you go, right at the entrance.
You know, we probably should add the cake coin, which is the pancake swap,
Oh yeah.
And then we avoid the confusion of like,
because we get so many DMs
What
and
is
support
that?
tickets. Like, how do I save my cake coin? How do I transfer my cake coin to Cake Wallet? I mean, question makes sense, you know, but
Yeah. That's
I'm like,
annoying.
let's just add it so we get those people.
For the name. That's
are they
Just for the
on
name.
are they on Binance Smart Chain?
Yeah, it's Binance Smart Chain.
That's hilarious.
Then if we add them, then we have to add Binance, and I think we should do all that in a separate app, not muddle the Monero app any further. That's something.
Don't get tangled up with Binance. They are under scrutiny, right? Vic?
Yeah.
I would
They're
stay
under
away from them.
investigation.
Right.
Well, we would have nothing. You know, we'd just be.
Yeah,
we wouldn't be.
that wouldn't matter.
There's a
Another-
question here. Sorry.
Vic, another thing to add.
Yeah.
His
just
mind
when-
is working.
When we
I
scan,
know. I'm nervous. What?
I know.
this is,
When he gets quiet, you know something's
this is a small
brewing up
app.
there.
when you scan a Monero QR code,
Mm.
it doesn't open the Cake Wallet.
Oh yeah, that would be actually really.
I thought we added that already. 'Cause one of our devs was
No.
I think Tanner was working on that. Let me check with him.
Yeah, because that would be really helpful.
Is that on Jira, Justin?
I can check. I'm
Uh.
currently trying to check to see if my Cake Wallet will, or if it opens the QR code in Cake.
I thought, yeah, I know we were
I
working
thought
on
I
that.
did.
Maybe we didn't. Yeah.
I don't.
I'm sorry. What I meant is, if you don't have Cake, it doesn't go to download Cake. It goes to myMonero.
Like, you know, you
Okay.
use your camera and you scan the QR.
Yeah.
Right,
Does
but
it-
I'm saying for
How would,
somebody
how would they point it to go to Cake though?
well, right now it goes to myMonero.
Well, because you have myMonero installed, right?
No. For somebody who has no Monero wallets on their phone, if they scan a QR code, a Monero QR
Like
code,
a Cake Wallet
it
Monero. Yeah.
takes you to download myMonero.
How does that work?
There's I guess
Yeah,
there's
that's
some.
why I don't have my
Pretty
phone.
sure it does.
No, I
that,
remember we
right?
were trying to do that. Yeah. Because, you know, like, for example, like when you tip the farmers, right? You have your camera, you scan it. Yeah, I remember it used to go to
Right,
my
that's what's
Monero.
going
This
on
is a
my
while
Monero.
ago.
Yeah, I know. Like, I don't know. I thought we already did it, but I know we were working on it some time ago, but maybe we didn't finish it. So that's a good reminder. Thanks.
Yeah. Because, yeah, that would be.
All that myMonero FUD come out. What was that all about? Did you guys see that? Some guy was on Twitter attacking myMonero, saying that
There's always somebody talking shit.
it was a pretty detailed analysis and attack, though. You guys, nobody saw that?
Mm-mm.
Saying
there's
that
a-
they've been tracking and tracing people's transactions, and they actually have access to, you know, your private key, not just your view key, and there's a whole bunch of. It was pretty detailed.
I guess I didn't hear about it.
No, but we can look it up next and talk about it next time.
Yeah, something
Yeah.
worse.
We have 2 questions here. Is there any update on post-quantum cryptography or quantum cryptography? Wow, I gagged. That was one question.
On post-quantum cryptography.
Yeah.
I don't think there's any updates there.
D'Angelo, the physicist. And then
He's a physicist. You should know.
What have you figured out?
and then another. What do you guys think about what happened with jstark financial authorities?
I haven't heard of that either. What's that all about?
He didn't know existence of Monero.
jstark didn't know that Monero existed. Wait, what did he say?
Who's jstark?
He was like the defense distributed of Europe, essentially. There's, you know, selling, or not selling, but teaching people how to
3D
download plans for printing out guns, 3D printing guns. And I think what did he commit suicide? Or no, he had a heart attack, right? I think I'm not exactly sure of the story, but I think he died of a heart attack after the police raided him.
Yeah, I
this
think that
happened
was
a few days ago. I don't know what the Monero connection is. Was he a big Monero guy? He didn't know the existence of Monero. Oh, because they're saying I think part of it was related to Bitcoin, which is how they ID'd him. I think.
Oh, yeah, I think so.
Through,
CoinDesk
purchases that he was making
through Coinbase. I know they were.
Right. So I think it was through Coinbase. They identified jstark as Coinbase gave his info to the authorities.
There you go. Yeah. I was like, now it's all coming together.
And that's how they identified jstark as this, you know, making I guess illegal purchases. And they went to go arrest him, and it's not clear what happened, but I think he died of a heart attack. But he's I guess a hero in the, you know, in the extreme libertarian world. But he wasn't using Monero.
He wasn't using Monero.
He was on Coinbase. What was he doing?
Shum should have used Monero.
Heart attack, yeah. But his videos are very interesting. Very interesting guy.
Yeah, he got that interview with him by that guy. Yeah, that was an interesting interview. Yeah. Anywho, someone's asking, what's Justin's first goal he's going to attack as Cake Wallet's new VP?
You already kind of talked about this.
I know, yeah, that's true.
The debit credit card purchases.
And Thorchain.
Finish that.
And another undisclosed project.
Yeah. So also somebody asked, will you create a browser wallet as well? The answer is yes. I don't know when, you know, could be next year, but at some point, yes.
It's on your list.
Yeah.
To do.
Why?
What is the number?
Why?
75?
What's the need for that?
Just giving more accessibility. That's all.
Oh, web browser. Nice.
Yeah. Some people don't like to do anything on their phones. Mm-hmm. And for some people, the GUI might be too complicated. So web wallet is something we're considering.
Cool.
And we have a good domain name for it too, but let's not get into that.
Essentially, I'm integrating with Naruju's sidekick that they're working on.
Yeah, definitely. You know, I mean, I was always not against, but I didn't view hardware wallets as a priority because, you know, I felt user has to go out now, buy this other device, learn how to use it, learn how to manage it, you know, and there's risks with that. And crypto is already difficult and then trying to get somebody to use a hardware wallet just makes it even more difficult. But I think the sidekick thing is great because you can use old hardware that you already have maybe laying around. So I think that's a great move. I'm pretty excited about it. And we'll definitely integrate it into Cake.
Yes,
And not to have feature requests here, but I think one of the coolest things that can be done is the background sync, so that whenever, even if you're not using Cake Wallet.
Yeah, on Android, I think we could definitely, we're looking into that. We'll do it. But honestly, on iOS, background sync is close to impossible.
Yeah, what's the reason? Wow.
Apple just sandboxes you. You can, once you leave the app, it runs in the background for a few seconds. That's it. If you notice, if you're syncing Cake Wallet and you leave for a few seconds to check your email or something, and you come back and it's still syncing, but it'll probably do it for just 10 seconds or so, and then it stops. Apple does that to extend battery life.
Then how do messaging apps work then for Apple? Oh, it must be a push.
Yeah, server and push. Yeah.
Okay. All right. So pull is something that Apple is controlling. Okay.
Yeah,
okay.
just background processes like that. Yeah.
But yeah, okay. Well, more incentive for guys to use Android then.
Maybe the best we could do is just like give you a push notification. You can optionally like configure remember to open your Cake every week type thing. But like obviously that
a toggle option that won't work unless things are opened on the Apple side. Even in Android, when you implement it, you just give a toggle option to the users.
Yeah.
Do you want background sync? That should be an option kind of thing. And then, because it may drain battery life even in Android if it is going on all the time. So users choose when to do it, and just an option, a settings option.
Yeah, or we do a light wallet. Like a myMonero type thing, where the wallet is always syncing on our machines.
Right.
So that's something.
Studio guys. Did you guys read about the chief innovation officer from the Fed saying they're looking to not ban any crypto? That came out yesterday. Yeah.
Is it just our video?
Yeah.
Can you guys still
Can you hear us?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. I don't
video
know.
is a problem.
That's weird.
Yeah, that's a significant news coming from the Fed. I saw it in Walter Bloomberg's tweet.
Who was it that made the announcement?
Chief Innovation Officer of the Fed. What's her name? Let's see. Sunena Tuteja, Chief Innovation Officer of the Federal Reserve. Our mental model definitely is not to ban any of this activity, but to understand, learn, and kind of design the guardrails that are effective and efficient.
Okay. That's positive.
Very positive.
Yeah. Yeah, I can't envision the United States banning any crypto, even Monero. I just can't. I don't see that happening.
Hey, sorry, I'm just looking at the comments. James M and Matt Bettinger. I guess you guys missed the beginning of the show where we are working that you can buy Monero directly in Cake Wallet. So hopefully early next year we should be rolling out in some states as beta. Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt that. I just wanted to address these two comments.
Super cool. Yeah. I think James was late to the game today. How about getting over the 20-minute lock time for sending transactions? Is that going to be something that's built into the wallet side of things or fixed on the protocol end?
I think you have to fix it on the protocol end. I mean, you can't at the moment, but I am pessimistic about wallet level approaches that just try to split outputs and stuff. You can try to configure it in a way where you try to predict what a user wants to do, but you're never going to predict it every time. So you're always going to have some user mad somewhere. So
yeah, it seems like a solution.
There's
was talking to Seth. He said, with all these things we're doing now, with the CSS and all these other developments that are happening now, maybe in 2 years, there would be development where that 20 minutes goes away. Yeah.
I hope so. Yeah, I'd hope so.
I mean, we did a short like little fix in Cake Wallet with the batch sending.
Mm-hmm. That definitely.
Yeah,
helps.
that definitely is helpful. Thank you for that.
Yeah. Yeah. Sunita, you said you've been using that quite a bit. Right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Justin, any insight into what needs to happen to fix it on the protocol? Like, what is?
I mean, it's just the way we handle outputs right now that it makes it difficult to create rings without some knowledge that these blocks are actually confirmed or whatever. So, and it would potentially severely degrade your privacy if like 1 or 2 blocks were reorged. So I think I don't have a good answer here at the moment. I would advise everyone to go to the Monero Research Lab meetings, but this is something that I think a lot of people understand is a severe user experience letdown, which of course impacts like Cake because we want people to have an easy time using it. If they have to like wait, that's not good.
Are you guys talking about the 10 confirmations?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Go ahead, Dr. Trace.
All right. I'm a medical doctor now.
Oh man.
No, man, I'm just an engineer. I know about the medical.
Just an editor. Be proud. Go ahead, Dr. Trace.
So no, I was also researching it. I don't have an answer for that, but I do want to get involved into some of these meetings. Like I said, I was gone from the scene for a very long time, but now I think I will have more time on my hands. So that is obviously what Justin said is not a very good user experience, and it has to do with the privacy side, right? It can be done right now, but it's not being done because privacy is more important. Waiting 20 minutes, it's painful, but it comes with a price.
Yeah, ultimately it's going to need to be fixed though, because it's.
But I think when the ring sizes increase, that will give some room or some user ability. You choose to decrease your level of privacy if you want to send something, but it won't hurt others in the ring, something like that, something along those lines. We will see. I think it's another subject that everybody's aware of in the dev land. And it should be coming hopefully by next year, but I don't know if that's a priority for the guys.
Yeah, I think I heard Cho even mention with Seraphis that unfortunately it's not going to make any headway in that in helping us with that problem. Justin, is that correct? Like Seraphis is not.
I mean, I think it's a little too early to say, but I'm not sure. I'd have to look into what is specifically being proposed because I think we're still mostly in the research phase for that. So what actually results in an implementation will determine whether or not it addresses that or not. I'm on the GitHub issues trying to figure out right now.
It seems Seth has also opened an issue in the GitHub for the background wallet sync, which we already discussed. Great. All right. Perfect. So Vic, what else are you looks like you're expanding a lot. I don't want any fancy titles, but let me know if there's any help. If I can help in any way. I'll probably touch base with you in person when we meet sometime.
Yeah, let's have a chat one-on-one when you get a chance.
Dr. Trace, come down to Miami. We might be doing Monerotopia down there in April.
I thought you guys are in New York too, Doug.
Yes.
Yeah, we're in New York.
Are.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, you were talking about the conference. Okay.
Yeah.
Yes.
Absolutely. Yeah. I'll be there. Like I
Awesome.
said, I missed you guys in Vegas. I really wanted to.
And you're New York based?
No, I'm in Texas. I'm in South Texas, southernmost part of Texas,
Okay.
just right across the beach. In fact, I'm
opposite.
looking at the beaches right now from my condo.
Beautiful.
Very nice.
All right,
alrighty.
guys.
All right. I think, we've hit.
Did the hour here. Anybody else want to jump on with any last minute questions or things they want to bring up? Throw it in the comments.
Let's see. There again, if anyone wants to jump on and ask the Cake Wallet crew some questions or us, please jump on and say hello. Please calm down. Too many of you are jumping on.
It's that Monero crowd.
Alrighty then.
All right, guys.
I
this
guess
is good.
we'll call it a day.
Vic,
Great.
thanks for
Thanks.
for the update.
Thanks for having us on. Yeah.
Yeah, thanks for
Thanks, guys.
Thank you.
Grace, thanks for jumping on. Jump on anytime.
All right. Thanks, guys. Thanks everyone for listening and watching.
Yeah, definitely. Make sure you like the video, leave any comments, and yeah.
All
And
right.
all right. I was
See
going
you
to say
guys later.
All right.
yeah. All right, guys.
Thanks, guys. Take care.
Have
Ciao.
a good evening. Evening. Wow. Enjoy the rest of your day. Adios, everyone.